Hey, hi, hello. It's been a minute. I have not posted a video in several months, but there's a good reason for that if you didn't know. I somehow got a job on the Owl House as a production associate. What? So because of that, I just haven't had the time that I used to make videos, but I've been going kind of back and forth on making videos once Owl House came back, because since I know, what's going on in the show, I know what's going to happen, also just NDA stuff and just, not being able to talk about certain things, I kind of went back and forth on if I wanted to keep making videos, but I thought a cool thing to do would be kind of like to break down, video episodes, kind of like a behind the scenes, how production and stuff worked on it. So yeah, so I'm not going to be doing a reaction in the sense of it's blind, I'll know what's going to happen, but I'll be able to point things out oh, this is this character, this is what happened in a recording, stuff like that, because I think it'd be kind of cool, because I don't think anyone's really done that before. But yeah, so no more blind reactions, no more theories, no more analysis, no more reviews, but I'll just say what I liked and just kind of behind the scenes stuff. When I hopped on the show, S2B was in post-production, so I won't be able to talk a ton about the first few episodes of S2B, but later on, I'll be able to talk a bit more because I was able to help out with ADR stuff, with scripts, recordings, so I'll be able to talk a little bit more as the season goes on. So the first few episodes might be a little bit bare bones, but yeah, I'll also point out I don't know, where the codes are and stuff like that, so yeah, I that's kind of the plan now with Owl House videos, is just kind of doing a little fun behind the scenes, just kind of breaking down what I liked, production, behind the scenes stuff. When season 3 comes out, oh boy, when those specials come out, I'll be able to talk a lot about those, but yeah, so that's kind of the plan right now. So first up we have Follies at the Coven Day Parade, so let's go.
Hola, mama. I know you don't want me staying in the
Starting
demon
off
realm,
with the
but I'm
video.
recording this because I think we can find a middle
Throwback to Separate Tides. I do know. I was not on board writing the design stuff, but I do know that the skeleton hoodie was designed by Marina Gardner, and the color design for skeleton hoodie was done by Sean Response, who's a color designer on the show.
Set your eyes on fire.
Basha. Basha's voiced by our voice director, Eden Regal. She does voice directing for Amphibia, Owl House, and Ghost and Malamiki. Eden's awesome. She's the complete opposite of Basha.
Why, yes.
The detention pick got fixed.
Help me.
That incidental's called Bird Student. Some of the characters actually have names. The one who has kind of the big horns coming out the side, her name's Mary, and there's obviously Bo, Amelia, Scara, those characters who have names, but some of them are just Foxy or Bat Ears, because that's what their art is tracked in our art tracking system at Disney. Follies at the Coven Day Parade. Alright, if you want to know where the code is, it's in the corner on the side of the school, and it says Kings. A lot of the codes aren't going to be as easy going forward, and I don't know, maybe a certain someone got to help out with placing the codes later on in season 2. I don't know, maybe, just I don't know who, but just if they get a little bit harder.
It happens.
I heard there's just a mirror underneath. The real emperor was society all along.
This is me.
Maybe he's so handsome.
Gus and Willow were me theorizing about Bellows. I like that Luce is just depressingly looking at
You've
the
seen
skeleton
Bellows up
hoodie.
close. What's he like under all that?
I love Gus. Gus and Willow get to do some cool stuff in season 2.
Not a term of endurance.
Ah, the sweet potato.
I'm
I've already seen memes going around on Twitter. But I'm her sweet potato, and then the I am shirts.
So,
You all called Amity a potato, or no, tomato, but she's really a potato. I love Camila. I love Camila so much. I never disliked her like so many people did. I think she's a great mom. But I do like seeing the entire group interact. It's a lot of fun. The phone.
Way to kiss the emperor's Whatever.
He's
I'm just
8
here to
Ida.
pick something up.
I actually like Kikimora. I think she's a very interesting character. I think just villain characters are interesting and fun. Seeing how their wants, desires, and goals can just warp them. Not saying that, Kikimora or, a character like Odalia or Bellows is good, but I think it's interesting to see how they get warped to be these horrible people. But one of the things that I do like about this show is that it always gives context to, like, why they are the way they are.
Ooh, I didn't read that far.
Who just stops midway through a diary? Okay, so if you guys saw the still of Luce and Amity like fighting that was released by PR, one of the fun things I got to do, our production manager Arsine on the show usually handles like the post-production stuff. So as a fun little project, she let me pick some stills to be used for PR and stuff. So I went through the episodes. I picked like a whole bunch. I sent those off to Dana, and then once we got Dana's picks, then we sent those to PR and social media for them to tweet out and make posts and stuff like that. So I'm glad that they picked the one, the Luce and Amity fighting, because I thought it was an awesome shot. But one of the shots that I did pick was the Luce, like, fangirling moment. I'll see if I can pick out the other ones that I had. But yeah, that was a fun little project. So the next couple, if you see any stills from, like, the Disney PR account, that likely it was one that I picked out and sent to Dana for approval. And then we get to see kind of, like, Raine's little, I don't know, background, I guess, just about what, their status is and stuff, because last time we saw them, they got captured. But yeah, Master of All Instruments, the Giscar and the organ, like spicy food, favorite movie, Die Bar 2, and then in the top right corner, we actually get to see that picture that we saw all the way from Wing It Like Witches.
It's just like Haggerty and Azora.
I also tweeted out some promo art where I had the little cassette player. I like the Inspectigator. I always love the booth and like stall designs in Bones Grow. I think they're so much fun. Kiki's just having a rough day. I think Melanie does such a good job with Kikimora. Like, she's seen as just such this horrible, awful character, but now it's like you just see her just having a total meltdown. He's just so strong to be able to hold Luce by the hood. And also not somehow choke Luce.
When your girlfriend was thrown down a pit.
Very true.
Oh, she is bad. And not the hot kind of bad.
But this, on the one hand, I miss my family. On the other, Bellows is not a
I
forgiving
love her
man,
little
but-
feet. They just look so cute. They look like they belong on like a little Pokemon.
By kidnapping you and Raine.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the rescue mission that everyone was wondering what it was for. Morton. Morton is called Morton in our art tracking system.
Keep the change!
Many times I was sent to the healing coven.
The griffin was reused. When we're designing stuff for the show, we obviously don't want to keep like designing things over and over again because it's expensive and also, takes a lot of time to design all this stuff. So if we're able to like reuse something from a previous episode, we'll be able to, plug that in to save some time. The cool S. We try and throw in a couple cool S's like every now and again. I know there's a couple in season 3 in some of the backgrounds. Willow working out. I know, was it an AMA? Dana said that Willow works out every day. I like that we get to see it.
Willow, it's been a while since I came
And
here.
this is awkward.
On my own.
You okay? So Luce has been acting
And then the
super
dump
weird, and I think
of all
she's
the
lying
info.
about her-
I love Clover's little bed. It's so cute.
I'm not gonna invade her privacy
I
like
love
that.
Amity so
Would you?
much. She's grown. She doesn't want to invade her privacy. And Willow's just like,
Willow.
maybe the means justifies the
You want
ends.
my advice? Do you still know how to braid hair?
I love them. The little taps.
I'm glad we can be like this again.
Me too. I love Willow and Amity. Like, honestly, I think Willow and Amity are like the strongest character, like for their age, the strongest characters in this whole show.
Talking to people, waving to people.
Same. Man, do I hate
But I'm
people.
just happy.
And we get a new character.
They were sick for a while,
Terra
but thanks to me, they're good as
Snapdragon.
new.
Recordings for Lilith came out during the charity event that Dana did. Everyone thought Flora Displora was going to be the plant head coven name, It's not. She's so creepy. She's like an old granny, but she's so like intimidating. Cats. The cats were reused, I believe, from Grom? The cats in the cat videos? No, I mean, they're still all nervous and embarrassed. Mystery Shack's gonna have a bunch of new products. Maybe we'll get a watch like that. Hi, kitty. Bye, kitty. Raine is not impressed.
We are being
It's so weird.
against our will.
I know it's bad acting, but it's funny to see Kikimora being like a damsel. And just to be picked up by Luz like a football. And then I think the cloak is reused from Escaping Expulsion. I had this as a potential still. I think Dana didn't want to let people know that Raine shows up in this episode. But I thought this would be an interesting one because I think it would have given people a lot of like questions to what's happening. Like, is Raine attacking Kiki? Is Raine attacking Luz? Like, are Luz and Kiki working together? But yeah, so that was a potential one that I thought would have been cool. And just scoops him up. Andy is so smart. She like knows Luz so well. You know what? A little plush of like the parade float bellows would actually be really cute.
Raine, I'm so glad you're
Carried
okay.
like a little baby.
We haven't spoken in years. Listen, I don't know.
Raine doesn't deserve this trauma.
No.
Ida doesn't deserve this trauma either.
I'm not leaving till I get.
We get to see some cool bard magic. Oh.
Who will end us?
Granny. Plant Granny.
Terra Snapdragon.
Oh, she's so creepy. I love it. Amity coming to save the day. Because Amity's the best. I always feel bad for these abominations. Because they always get, like, squished.
To kidnap Hecate.
During the ice
Can
festival,
read
save her
loose
from
like
the
a
wizard
book.
queen.
Again. I'd be like, what, the third time? I love this skateboard, it's so random. But I guess Amity's a skater now. This was another, not that one, but the shot of Ida and Raine like facing off with each other. That was another still that was a possibility. Again, showed Raine, so I don't think Dana wanted to show it. You have to be careful how much you show and how much you don't show. I always like to give stuff that like makes fans question and like predict and theorize and stuff like that. But you know, you don't want to reveal too much because you don't want to give too much of the episode away. Yeah, but God, just the lightning strikes and everything like that. It's so cool. Yeah, like I know we get to see bard magic in Ida's Requiem. And I also think it's funny that they have a recording. Like they had it just recording when they were playing in Ida's Requiem.
Please.
They still care. Ida might want to keep her glyphs not in her hair because they can fall out very easily. Just like that picture in Ida's Requiem that just flew out of her hair.
Are you hurt? No, not badly. Let's return to the parade.
Right.
Bump couldn't keep her at his place anymore.
I just love the idea that
Great.
this thing has
You'll
been
see
at Bump's
everyone for the
place like
movement, and when you return,
the
you
whole
can
time,
laugh
ever
at
since
her daring
Hunting
escape.
Talisman. Projecting much loose. Like, look at Amity. Amity's like, sure. She knows something's up. So evil. Such great evil laughter.
And you're the little
Yeah.
fire starter.
She lived! Kiki thought Amity was like dead at the bottom of a pit. There's that shot. I'm glad people liked that shot so much. I thought it was a cool shot. I believe this animation was done by Kofi Fiagame. By the time I hopped on, the animation for this episode was already complete. I'm assuming Kofi, because he was our animation supervisor on season 2. Just awesome stuff. And I love seeing Amity and Luz working together and combining their, you know, powers. I like that we can still hear her voice, even though she was underwater.
The Emperor has a great
And that she's, like, she doesn't have her elbow on anything. That's just how cool Terra is.
Did I pass?
Unfortunately, yes.
Terra's like,
So, what's the promotion?
fuck you,
Who's under my
Kiki.
To live.
Oh god, just straight up, we're gonna kill her off if she failed.
Come, Kiki.
Terra just wanted her dead.
The Emperor says he's looking forward to meeting you, human. Until then, happy Coven Day.
I'm so excited for you guys to see the rest of the season.
Don't worry, I haven't watched it. But you did
She's a
finish the
good
portal door.
girlfriend who
You did
respects
see your
boundaries.
mom.
Loose
sorry.
crying is like the
I
saddest
know
thing.
this situation. You just looked so hopeful. You were even learning Spanish.
Mhm.
And I thought if I helped out Kiki.
Hmm.
Tell me what happened.
Okay,
Hmm.
so I had finished the
I
door.
love
but
these
it didn't look
two.
like the normal
I love
portal.
them
must
so
have missed
much.
something.
They're so precious. Kiki's like, this woman wanted me dead. Oh boy, Bellows. Ugh. I think the purple one's called fin ears. I don't know what the baby is called, but a lot of these incidentals just have like a name kind of based on like their description, unless they're, you know, a character like Angmar or Gavin, who, you know, who's an incidental character who has more importance.
Thank you, boiling eyes.
Man, could you imagine if this was the reveal that we saw, like not in Eclipse Lake, but like now? And they're just like, he mid. Not as cool as any of the theories we came up with.
Didn't you already meet? What else don't I know? What's gonna happen?
I'm so excited for you guys to see the rest of the season. One day at a time. Oh, God, the bell is chanting so ominous. And we have new end credit. I know Dana showed these during the charity stream, but yeah, we got some new end credits. They're done by Jesse Belmer, who I believe was a background designer. Hey, Kat, what's up? Background designer on the show. But yeah, oh my God, this season's so good. I'm so excited for everyone to watch. Like, I mean, working on season 3 now. God, this crew just works so unbelievably hard. I just, God, I just feel so lucky to be able to work on a show that I love so much and that means so much to so many people. Like, it still doesn't feel real, but just being able to see people's, like, reactions and, you know, being able to, like, look at people's theories and see how close they get has just been fun. It's been, you know, it's an experience I hadn't had because I was, like, in that position of, like, theorizing and, like, trying to predict and guess what was gonna happen. So being on the inside, like, seeing people also, you know, start to do, like, more theories and everything like that, it's just been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to, you know, continuing to, you know, do that throughout the rest of the season, and, you know, season 3, whenever season 3 comes out, we're still working on it. So much work, but in the best way. But yeah, let me know if you guys liked this. I know it's kind of, like, different from what, you know, my videos usually are, and if you have questions about, like, how I got the job on the show or what I do at my job as a production associate, like, let me know, because I do want to make a video, but I just kind of want to get a gauge on the questions that people have to make sure I kind of cover all of those bases. So I think that's it. I don't know, this is weird. I haven't done a video like this before. But yeah, so hopefully next week, see you again. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and until next time, guys, take care.